Imagine being told you'll never become a superstar. Imagine growing up with questions about your own identity. Imagine carrying the weight of one of the most famous franchises in sports on your shoulders and still finding a way to become one of the greatest players in baseball. This isn't a Hollywood movie. This is the incredible story of Aaron Judge, a man whose powerful home runs have thrilled millions of fans, but whose greatest victory happened long before he ever stepped onto a major league field. Because behind the fame, behind the records, and behind the standing ovations is a journey filled with uncertainty, sacrifice, heartbreak, and relentless determination. Today, we're uncovering the untold story behind Aaron Judge's rise to MLB greatness. And by the end of the story, you'll understand why his success was never just about talent. It all began on April 26, 1992, in California. Only one day after he was born, Aaron was adopted by Wayne and Patty Judge, two dedicated schoolteachers who dreamed of raising a family filled with love, honesty, and strong values. From the very beginning, Aaron's parents chose to tell him the truth. They never hid the fact that he was adopted. Instead, they explained that being adopted simply meant he had been chosen and loved from the very start. As Aaron grew older, he naturally became curious. Like many adopted children, he wondered who his biological parents were. He wondered where his incredible height came from. He wondered if he looked like his birth mother or his birth father. But his parents always reminded him of one important lesson. Family isn't defined by blood. Family is defined by love, sacrifice, and the people who stand beside you every single day. Those words shaped Aaron's character for the rest of his life. Long before he became famous, people noticed something unusual about him. He was much taller and stronger than almost every other child his age. Teachers often mistook him for someone several years older. Opposing teams were intimidated before games even started. But Aaron never wanted to be known only because of his size. He wanted people to respect his effort. While many kids spent their afternoons relaxing after school, Aaron stayed on the field. He practiced hitting until the sun disappeared behind the mountains. He worked on his footwork. He improved his throwing. He learned that every small improvement mattered. His parents never pushed him to become a professional athlete. Instead, they encouraged him to enjoy the process of learning. Winning was exciting, but becoming a better person was even more important. That mindset stayed with Aaron throughout his career. As the years passed, Aaron developed into one of the most talented young athletes in California. He wasn't just good at baseball. He excelled in football. He dominated on the basketball court. College coaches from different sports began calling. Some believed he could become an elite football player. Others saw tremendous potential in basketball. For a teenager, these opportunities were exciting. But they also created enormous pressure. Which path should he choose? Which dream should he chase? Every decision felt like it could shape the rest of his life. Despite all the attention, Aaron remained remarkably humble. He wasn't interested in becoming a celebrity. He simply wanted to improve every single day. He understood something many young athletes never realize. Talent can open a door, but discipline is what keeps that door open. Every practice became another opportunity to learn. Every mistake became another lesson. Every difficult opponent became another chance to grow stronger. While other players celebrated early success, Aaron focused on consistency. He knew championships weren't won in a single game. They were built through thousands of hours of preparation that nobody else ever saw. There were mornings when the alarm clock rang before sunrise. There were exhausting workouts that pushed his body to its limits. There were days when nothing seemed to go right. But Aaron kept showing up. Again, and again, and again. Because deep inside, he believed that hard work always leaves a reward, even if that reward doesn't appear immediately. By the time he reached high school, Aaron Judge had become one of the most talked about young athletes in the state. Crowds gathered to watch him play. Scouts filled the stands with notebooks in their hands. Every game seemed to bring new expectations. People started predicting a future filled with championships and fame. But Aaron refused to let praise distract him. He understood that the journey had only just begun. The biggest challenges of his life were still waiting ahead. And soon, he would face a decision that could either change his future forever or end his baseball dream before it truly began. For many young athletes, this would have been the perfect ending. Professional scouts were already paying close attention to Aaron Judge. Some believed he should skip college completely and begin his professional career as soon as possible. The opportunity was tempting. A professional contract, a chance to earn money, a fast track to Major League Baseball. Most people would have accepted without hesitation. But Aaron saw the situation differently. He believed that talent alone wasn't enough. He knew he still had more to learn. Instead of taking the quickest path, he made a decision that surprised many people. He chose to attend California State University, Fresno. Some questioned his decision. Others believed he was wasting valuable time. But Aaron wasn't thinking about shortcuts. He was thinking about becoming the best player he could possibly be. College wasn't easy. Every day demanded discipline. Morning workouts pushed him to exhaustion. Long practices tested both his body and his mind. Balancing academics with athletics required constant focus. There were no guarantees. No promises of a professional career. Only hard work. Game after game, Aaron continued to improve. His powerful swing became even stronger. His defensive skills became sharper. His confidence grew with every challenge. Coaches admired not only his ability, but also his attitude. He listened carefully. He accepted criticism. He asked questions. He never acted like he knew everything. That willingness to learn separated him from many other talented players. Then came the moment that changed everything. The 2013 Major League Baseball Draft. Millions of young players dream of hearing their names called. Only a small number ever experience that unforgettable moment. As Aaron waited with his family, the tension filled the room. Every passing selection increased the suspense. Then it happened. The New York Yankees selected Aaron Judge in the first round. One of the most legendary organizations in sports history had placed its trust in him. His family celebrated with tears of joy. Years of sacrifice had finally paid off. But Aaron understood something most fans didn't. Being drafted wasn't success. It was only an invitation. The real work was just beginning. Wearing the Yankees uniform came with enormous expectations. The fans expected greatness. The media watched every move. Every future performance would be compared to the legends who had worn those famous pinstripes before him. Instead of becoming overwhelmed, Aaron remained calm. He reminded himself of the same lesson his parents had taught him years earlier. Stay humble, work hard, respect the game. After signing with the Yankees, Aaron entered the world of minor league baseball. This wasn't the glamorous life most fans imagined. Luxury hotels didn't exist. Private jets didn't exist. Packed stadiums didn't exist. Instead, there were endless bus rides across the country. Long hours of travel. Small clubhouses. Tiny crowds. And countless days when nobody outside the organization even noticed his efforts. Some nights ended in celebration. Other nights ended in frustration. There were games where Aaron couldn't seem to hit anything. Pitch after pitch passed him by. Strikeouts began to pile up. Every athlete knows that feeling. The feeling of wondering whether you're truly good enough. Many promising careers end during moments like these. Pressure slowly destroys confidence. But Aaron refused to allow failure to control him. After difficult games, he stayed behind to watch video of his at-bats. He studied every mistake. He worked with hitting coaches. He adjusted his swing. He focused on becoming just a little better every single day. While others complained about setbacks, Aaron treated every setback as another lesson. That mindset slowly transformed him into a stronger player. Then, just as everything seemed to be moving in the right direction, another obstacle appeared. An injury. For professional athletes, injuries can become the greatest enemy. Weeks of recovery replaced weeks of competition. Instead of standing under bright stadium lights, Aaron found himself spending long hours in rehabilitation, watching teammates play while he waited to heal. It was frustrating, painful, and mentally exhausting. Questions filled his mind. Would he ever reach his full potential? Would the Yankees still believe in him? Would his dream disappear before it truly began? Many players lose confidence during moments like these. Some never recover. But Aaron Judge made a promise to himself. No matter how long recovery took, no matter how difficult the road became, he would come back stronger than ever. What he didn't know was that baseball was about to witness the arrival of its next superstar.